I'm just testing on the forlorn hope that it's going to run for an hour or two without bloody crashing, or without rebooting, or without locking up. The only problem is oops. The only problem is I've got no notion of why I'm doing this at all, other than just doing it as a test. And I think I've got the wrong truck again for this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got it in automatic because my gear stick doesn't work that well. That's the problem. I'm going to set it to manual, but the problem is the gear stick in the steering wheel is unreliable as well. Unlock options. Hang on a minute. Where's gameplay? It's been that long since I've been in this. I'm forgetting where half the functions are. I've got it in auto. If I put it on sequential, I can keep it in. See, the thing is, I need to keep it in first gear to get up this hill, but it's when I go to change the gears on this steering wheel, the steering wheel is so old that a lot of the functions are sort of wearing out on it. So if I can keep it in first gear, I should be able to get up this without it jumping up into second. When it jumps into second in automatic, then it just dies. So let's try it. And I've got I should have the diff lock on, which helps give us grip. You've just got to wait until the momentum gets you going, and then if it's in manual, then I shouldn't obviously jump to second gear and then I should be able to get up this hill, he says confidently. I just need to wait until the truck can eventually get momentum. The only reason it's moving is because I've got the diff lock on. It wouldn't move at all, it would just go back down the hill. I thought it was thinking of going there. I actually want to go and see if we can get a smaller set of wheels on this truck as well. And it's trying to go, it's trying to go. See, now it's in first, it will go up because it won't try and jump to second. But for the rest of the trip, when I start trying to change gears, then I've got a problem because the gear stick, the gears jump away up when I don't want them to. Oh yeah, the steering wheel's the perfect thing for this game. Yeah, it's telling me that I've got the diff lock on, but you have to leave the diff lock on mostly all the time in this map because it's so difficult in places. Now I'm driving back the way on a route that I normally only come the other way, so the other problem I've got is memory, remembering where the hell I'm going, because the GPS never works right in this map either half the time. And here we go again, I'm going to have to go down. As long as I can get it into first gear quick enough, I'll be able to get up these hills. It's what is it, an 800 horsepower truck, so it's got enough power. I don't know whether to risk, see, I'm going to see how long what time is it? It's about 25 minutes to 4 in the afternoon here. I was going to see if this will run for a couple of hours and then see whether I'm going to make a fool of myself tomorrow and try and stream that match. I would love to stream that match, but I just hate the liability that I've got with this PC at the moment. Right, I think that's us over that worst part there. This road is quite rough for a few miles. No, because I like to, you know, obviously when you're in control of the camera, then you know that's all part of it. It's not quite as comfortable commentating when somebody else is in control. I'm just waiting on this either locking up or the PC restarting. It's inevitable it's going to happen. that old version of XSplit Gamecaster that I use with the doodles on it, you can download that off the internet. That's how I had to find it when Gamecaster shut down. So I downloaded one of the old versions, but of course I bought it so that when you actually install it, it still asks you for your name and your password. So I don't know whether you can download it off the net and just use it as it is now. I know I had to log in for it in order for it to still work, even though XSplit Gamecaster's out of business. But anybody can download it. Whether they can get it to work, I don't know. But any of the more recent versions of Gamecaster are nothing like the version I use. Mine is a very, very old, simple version of it before they started trying to make it fancy. They started to make it a lot more elaborate, a bit like OBS and a bit like XSplit Broadcaster. Then they decided to give it away free, and then nobody signed up for all the extra things in it, and of course they end up getting out of business. So they made the wrong move. No. The good thing about XSplit Gamecaster, the version that I use, is that it works in full screen mode. You know, you don't have to have it in windowed mode in order for the on-screen doodle to work. Whereas in other stuff you have to have it on just windowed mode. Yeah, that's what they did. That's the long and short of it. XSplit Gamecaster that I use, the main reason I use it is because it's very simple. You don't need a second monitor, and because you can do the on-screen thing and draw your lines on it. And it completely changed. They completely changed it within 18 months. And went to this more elaborate one, and then it no longer exists. So they thought they would try and cash in on a winner, and then they ended up selling out and actually going, bust. And that's what happens with most software companies. They overstep the bounds. They don't know the limitations, and then suddenly they find out that nobody's interested in their software, because at the end of the day, I bought my XSplit Gamecaster. I bought it a long time ago, before they started pissing about and doing things with it, and so I own it. But all these other people that just downloaded the free version, they're humped. Because they're probably the ones that were working with the newer version, the one that was a lot newer than the one I'm using. And I don't know whether that still works at all, but I never liked it. I just never liked the new version of it because it didn't have the on-screen lines. They hadn't added that to it. There was plans to do it, but of course, that all fell by the wayside.
Turn right. Turn right.
That's something I've never heard of. Right, I'm going to switch this back to automatic until I get some really big hills, because the gear stick is really so unreliable. Gameplay, where are we? Put it to real automatic, and that saved me worrying about the gears. Right.
Turn right. Turn right.
Well, we've already turned right, James. Keep up with the pace. over the bloody place here. Yeah, I'm actually speeding in this road. I shouldn't be going any more than like 30 mile an hour on it. Uh-oh. How difficult is this game? Well, it depends what you mean. Do you mean how difficult is this map? Or how difficult is the game? Is that what you mean? I don't know whether you're still there. I don't know when you said that. I was too busy focusing on the road. See, the thing about, I mean, Euro Truck as a driving game isn't difficult. The thing is this is the most difficult map that you can get for this game. Here's a forest fire up ahead. because first of all you have to have the right truck for this map. Default trucks for this map are no good because you've got such rough roads in places. I mean, there's a lot of good roads in it, but there's a lot of roads worse than this, and a lot of very steep hills, all sorts of challenging stuff on it, and it's all 1-to-1 scale. It's the largest 1-to-1 scale map you can get, but of course there's because of the Russian embargo, you can't get the map. I'm using a slightly older version, which is a bootleg one, because the guy charges you quite a lot of money for it. He's Russian, and you can't buy it because you can't do any transactions with PayPal or anything like that with the Russians at the moment, obviously because of the situation. But this is it's a very old map as well. It's been around for years and it's been updated and extra bits been added to it. I mean, you can do like a 2,000 mile trip on it if you want, which will take you days and days and days to complete. Now, the other thing, of course, you cannot trust the GPS.
Ahead. Turn right.
But for a lot of the map it works okay, but for many parts of it it doesn't, so it is...
Turn right.
You have to be able to follow the Russian road signs as well. But I do know that we are heading in the right direction. But there is, I mean, this truck just doesn't quite have the gearbox isn't quite quick enough for automatic, but I do have a big military truck that does have a better gearbox for driving in this map. In automatic, it changes very quickly. See, the GPS goes crazy, so it does. Now, I think this is the one where, let me get this right, I think now do we have to go through the gate up here? I think we have to go through the gate up here because it's a... See, this is the weird things that happen in this map. If you try and drive straight through here, I'm going to hit an invisible wall. So I need to go into the right and go through these cones and then I'll be okay. Well, the thing is, you know, there's no point in investing in a wheel just to try out a game. I mean, I had this wheel before Euro Truck came out. I had it for Gran Turismo in the PS2, PS3 or whatever the hell it was. That's why. That's the only reason I bought the wheel for Gran Turismo, so I could do the kart racing on it. And then I tried it. I thought, I'll connect it up and see how it goes with this game, and it works great with this game. So I've used it all the time. I've never driven in Euro Truck with a controller. It's always been the steering wheel. And hopefully, I say hopefully, Gran Turismo 7 will be out at some point in the next year or two for the PC. I hope to God it does. And then again, I hope that I don't have the same PC when that comes around. I can't even remember where I'm supposed to be going. I can't remember what my destination is. This truck's sliding all over the road. Maybe because I'm speeding, that's probably why it's doing that. Yeah, there's been a rumour for a long while. You know, they asked the Japanese guy that developed Gran Turismo, whatever his name is, and you know, he says yes, this, that, and the next thing, but nobody really knows. I mean, the good signs are that Sony have, you know, released a bunch of games onto PC that were exclusively on the PS4 and the PS5. They've done that recently. Look at this, I'm all over the bloody place here, sliding all over the place. You know, so that does always give you the hope that they would possibly get round to bringing it out on the PC. Another fire up here. You know, the thing is though, that if Gran Turismo eventually comes to the PC, the only thing I'll do on it is race go-karts. That's the only thing I'll do on it. I'm not interested in collecting all the cars, I'm not interested in doing all the bloody... All I'm going to do is do what I need to do in order to get the karts. That's all I'm interested in. And then I'm looking for some good online racing on it, because that's the best fun I've ever had in a game, was the kart racing. I've always said that. I've never had any more fun where the tears are streaming down my face than when I was doing Gran Turismo on the PS3. We had league seasons, we had racing during the night. That's of course when I wasn't working at that time, and the kart racing on it is hilarious. I mean, we used to do stupid things. We used to do endurance racing, 10 laps of the Nordschleife, which is like 13 miles long. We used to do that. We used to do that in 125 karts. So you know, that would take like, oh, I don't know how long it took, but we used to do 10 laps of the Nordschleife, 13 miles each lap, and all sorts of crazy shit like that. And then at the end of every night we would have a smash up race, where you put the boost on so that even if you get knocked to the side of the road, you could catch the rest of the field up with the boost on. So we used to have a wreck fest to finish the night, and that was even more hilarious. You know, the guy's out in front and he thinks he's going to win it. You catch him up, you knock him straight off the road, and all sorts of abuse and everything going on while that was happening. Because that's the other advantage when you had the headset on. You were hurling all sorts of abuse to each other. I would love to have that again. That's a bit of nostalgia. If I could have online racing in the go-karts and half a dozen good guys where, you know, they're all in it to have a laugh, and when we're racing fair and clean, all of that stuff. And that, I think I must have got really lucky when I found that bunch of guys. Oh, that's a bit of an accident. That was many moons ago now. My old PlayStation 3 sat here gathering dust since Gran Turismo shut down. And I haven't had any other version of Gran Turismo since then, because I said I was never going to buy another console, which I haven't done. I've been true to my word as far as that goes. Now, where the hell am I going here? Just carry on. Well, so far so good. Touch wood, nothing's happened. Yeah, I mean, there was not all of us had mics, but I had a headset and mic then, and that was part of the fun in it. Because as I said, when you were racing, especially when we were doing the demolition derby at the end of the night, there was, you know, the amount of abuse. I mean, the air was blue, and the tears were running down our faces. Oh, it was hilarious. I mean, you could probably hear me down at the end of the road laughing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you've got to get a bunch of guys who are like-minded, and that's where I got lucky. You know, I got a bunch of guys who came on regular. We would have serious races, and then we had a league season where you had qualifying heats, and then obviously you get points for where you finished, etc, etc. We must have done about 2 or 3 league race seasons. I think we must have done. And the other thing as well is that that was when you could also, I think Gran Turismo, was it Gran Turismo 3 or Gran Turismo 4, where you could actually create, well, you had a basic track maker in it. It wasn't that spectacular, but you could make tracks. And we used to race around some of our own. We used to do like, you know, like an oval track, just like in a NASCAR, very short tracks, and you'd maybe race like 30 laps or something on it. They were fun. And then we went, as I said, from one extreme to the other, like 10 laps of a 13-mile racetrack. That's just crazy. We used to do the 24-hour Le Mans track as well. all in cars, not in cars. Cars were nowhere to be seen when we were racing online. It's been a good number of months since I've actually played this game. I've given it a long break, and I'm trying to remember half of the bloody controls. Right, let's have a look at the map. Right, so we're heading south because we're trying to get to a ferry. This route that we're on at the moment is good as far as getting down to sort of there. We're actually going to try and go that way. Is it that way? I can't remember where the hell I'm going, but we can't. There's a roadblock somewhere down here. I can't remember where it is, but we need to get to that ferry. This trip's actually 721 real miles. Some of that is ferry, but most of it is road. This road here, for example, that goes up there, that is actually about 400 miles. That part, that road up to Belagosk, that's where I think that's where we're going to. Yeah, it's about 400 miles, that whole trip there, or that length of road. And in total it's 700 odd, so that's obviously not going to happen today, but it's just to give you an idea where we're going. Right, see you later. Now that's why I've ended up crashing. I think I'm over the crush barrier. Yes, I am. Look. Now you can try and get out of that, but it's never going to happen. But so the best thing to do is to cheat your way out of it. Let me just spawn the truck somewhere where I'm not going to get ran over by a truck. Hang on a minute. I think that'll do us. Controlling F9, I think it is. There we are. Problem solved. Right, see you later. Which is us back to this automatic gearbox where it wants to jump to second and then you die. I think we'll make it though. Eventually. check here. Now, where the hell are we? Right, now, we don't want to mess with that. No, that's not where we want to go. Definitely not. I want to keep going further south. We don't want to go there either. good afternoon. I never saw you there. Was sort of I was in my own little world there. Well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? I mean, I've been streaming here for an hour or more doing this, and I know what's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to do Friday Night 9-ball. I think what I'm going to risk doing is trying to get that match tomorrow. The round 4 match with Tam and BP Monster and the Cowboy. I would like to try and get that, but I just can't. You know it's going to probably disconnect or lock up, or PC's going to freeze. Something's going to happen. I've still got red lights here, so obviously another train coming. No, I won't be doing tonight. First of all, I'm too tired. I've been doing this for an hour and a half or more, and touch wood, nothing's happened so far, but I've got absolutely no confidence at all. Let's see if we can make it this time. I don't know whether you've come and gone. I never noticed that in the chat there. Well, just make good use of your handicap. That's all you have to do. And look on the bright side. I don't think Spectre Don will be playing in it this week. I haven't checked to see if he signed up, but I'm assuming he's away on vacation. That's why he hasn't been around for a few days. At this time of year, he's probably gone on holiday. So he'll be away for a couple of weeks, more than likely. So that makes it a little bit more interesting for other people having a go. If he's not signed up now, he won't be signing up at all. He'll be away on vacation. Well, I'm about to call it quits anyway, because I'm getting a bit tired, a bit too tired. I missed my afternoon nap doing this. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, everything's starting to go wrong. The eyes are going, the ears are going. I'm deaf in one ear. Pretty much deaf. Oh dear. Big yawns. Let's have a look at the map, see where we are. Right, no, we don't want to be turning there either. Right, we're just going to look at somewhere decent to park. Let's see if we can get past him. That's the one thing you don't do, is overtake on the crest of a hill. That's suicidal.
Ahead. Turn right. Turn right. Continue straight.
You have a lot. I have a lot lizard with you. Are you talking about her? Yeah, I picked her up just outside of town before I started the trip. She hasn't said much yet, which is never a bad thing. Well, I suppose I can call this a successful test for no reason other than that, and the fact that the PC hasn't locked up or I haven't restarted. Now, have a look in here. Is it in here? I don't want to begin in there. Too much hassle. I think this is as good as anywhere. We'll just get the truck pulled in here and we'll call this quits because I'm getting tired. I'll just move the wheel out the way. Well, I suppose I can try doing that match tomorrow. Tomorrow night it is, I think. It's at 7 PM my time, that would be 2 PM Eastern, 11 AM Pacific. I can try and do that, but certainly I won't be doing any more today. The switch engine off, or that it back on, can't remember. Anyway, we will see you later.